It's official. Jung Hae and Jung So Minutes confirmed their dating, fans overjoyed. What finally led these two stars to step out of the shadows and share their love with the world? After months of speculation and countless whispers, Jung Hae and Jung So Minutes have officially confirmed their romance, sending fans into a frenzy of excitement and joy. Join red carpet revealed as we uncover the full story behind their long-rumored relationship and the moment they decided to go public. Let's dive in now. What finally made them step out of the shadows and confess their love? After months of speculation, blurry photographs, and endless whispers online, Jung Hae and Jung So Minutes finally confirmed the truth: they are dating. As soon as the announcement broke, social media erupted in joy, disbelief, and admiration. Fans who had followed every subtle clue and dissected every moment of chemistry between them felt vindicated, while others simply melted at the idea that two of Korea's most beloved stars had found each other. But what really happened behind the scenes? How did this love story begin, and why did they choose this moment to go public? It all began quietly. These stories often do. Jung Hae and Jung So Minutes first met on the set of the romantic drama that would change everything for them. From the first table read, their chemistry was palpable. It felt like he had known him forever, So Minutes admitted in an early interview, though at the time she was careful to add that they were just colleagues. On set, crew members noticed how often they talked between takes, how he'd bring her water on hot days and she'd straighten his tie before scenes. To the public, it looked like professionalism and good teamwork, but to those watching closely, it felt like the beginning of something deeper. Fans were quick to pick up on the little moments. A clip from a behind-the-scenes video went viral, showing him teasing So Minutes by hiding her script and then grinning when she playfully slapped his arm. In another, So Minutes was caught staring at him long after a scene had ended, her smile soft and unguarded. Comments flooded in, "Look at that gaze. You can't fake that kind of chemistry." Soon, the hashtags began, #HeAndSoMin, #OnScreen Offscreen, and, later, #JustAdmitIt. But the couple, if they were a couple at all, kept quiet. Their agencies released statements insisting they were only good friends and co-workers, dismissing the speculation as baseless. Yet the sightings continued. A fan claimed to have seen them at a quiet cafe in Seoul, their heads bent close together over 2 mugs of coffee. Another swore they spotted them at the airport, arriving minutes apart but eventually slipping into the same car. Paparazzi photos surfaced, 2 figures in masks and hats, walking side by side in the shadows of the Han River. Blurry though they were, the images ignited the internet. The denials began to sound hollow. One tabloid ran a cover story boldly declaring, "Secret lovers, the truth about Jung Hae and Jung So Minutes." The article alleged they had been dating for months, possibly even before filming began. Fans devoured every detail, from matching bracelets to suspiciously timed Instagram posts. When So Minutes posted a photo of her dinner, 2 plates, 1 bottle of wine, followers flooded the comments, "Was he there with you?" Similarly, when he uploaded a shot of his sneakers, someone zoomed in and matched the floor tiles to So Minutes' kitchen. The fandom had become a full-blown detective agency. Still, neither of them said a word. They kept showing up to work, smiling for the cameras, and giving carefully worded interviews. "Close because we trust each other as actors," he said at a press event. So Minutes added, "It's important to feel comfortable with your co-star." But their eyes, their eyes told a different story. The turning point came during an award show. Both were nominated for Best Couple, thanks to the undeniable magic of their drama. When their names were called and they stepped on stage to accept the trophy, something shifted. The audience held its breath as he reached out and took So Minutes' hand, not just a polite handshake, but a lingering, intimate gesture. He looked at her with a smile that seemed to say, "I don't care who's watching anymore." Cameras flashed as So Minutes squeezed his fingers and whispered something that made him laugh. That single moment sent fans into a frenzy. Social media lit up with hashtags, #HeAndSoMinOfficial, #BestCoupleForever, #Finally. In the hours that followed, their agencies issued a joint statement confirming what everyone already knew in their hearts: Jung Hae and Jung So Minutes were indeed in a relationship. The statement was simple but heartfelt. After working together on their recent project, Jung Hae and Jung So Minutes developed a close bond that blossomed into a romantic relationship. They ask for your understanding and support as they continue both their personal and professional journeys. Fans were ecstatic. Messages of congratulations flooded their social media accounts. Edits and fan videos began appearing within minutes, montages of their sweetest moments set to love songs. Fan art of them walking hand in hand under cherry blossoms. The hashtags didn't just trend in Korea but worldwide. #HeInSoMin official reached #1 on Twitter globally within an hour. But the story didn't end there. People wanted to know more. How long had they been together? Who confessed first? What had changed that made them decide to go public now? In an exclusive interview with Red Carpet Revealed, So Minutes explained, "We kept it private because we weren't sure where it was going at first. But over time, we realized this wasn't something we wanted to hide anymore. Wanted to be honest, with ourselves and with everyone who supports us." He added, "It wasn't an easy decision. How hard it can be to protect a relationship in this industry. But hiding felt worse than whatever backlash we might face. We chose to take the risk because she's worth it." Behind the scenes, close friends of the couple revealed that they had been quietly dating for over a year. They've been inseparable. One friend confided, "They're happiest when they're just at home, cooking together, watching movies." Another source claimed that Hae-in would often surprise So Minutes with little notes on set, and that she always kept a photo of him in her bag. Industry insiders applauded their decision to go public. "It takes courage to own your happiness in front of the world," said one veteran actor. "They're showing younger artists that it's okay to live your truth." Of course, not all reactions were positive. Some skeptics accused them of using their relationship as a publicity stunt to promote their drama. Others questioned whether their careers would suffer now that they were no longer available in the eyes of fans. But for every negative comment, were dozens more expressing support. "They deserve happiness too. We'll keep cheering for them." True love wins. As the weeks passed, the couple continued to appear in public together, hand in hand, smiling. They went on variety shows and talked, carefully but candidly, about their relationship. When asked about marriage, So Minutes laughed and said, "We're taking it one step at a time." Hae-in simply smiled and squeezed her hand. Their love story became more than just tabloid fodder, it became an emblem of hope for fans who had long believed in them, a reminder that even under the glare of the spotlight, real feelings can bloom. And clubs organized events to celebrate their announcement, from charity drives to banner planes flying over Seoul with messages of support. In a candid moment during their interview, So Minutes reflected on the journey. "At first, it felt like the world was watching and waiting for us to mess up. But now, it feels like they're cheering us on." He nodded, adding, "We're just two people who found each other in a very public way. But at the end of the day, it's still just her and me." Their story reminded everyone watching that love, genuine, undeniable love, has a way of shining through, no matter how hard it tries to hide. From subtle glances on set to bold declarations under the stage lights, Jung Hae and Jung So Minutes proved that some connections are simply too powerful to keep secret forever. As they stood together on yet another red carpet, cameras flashing, fans screaming, and leaned in and whispered something into So Minutes' ear that made her laugh, a soft, private moment in the middle of the chaos. And though the world was watching, it was clear, for them, it was just the beginning. Because true love, once revealed, doesn't just survive, it thrives. The months rolled on. The initial frenzy surrounding Jung Hae and Jung So Minutes' announcement began to settle into something sweeter, acceptance. What had started as whispers and blurry photos was now a full-fledged love story unfolding in plain sight. The two no longer shied away from public appearances together. They arrived hand in hand at events, shared knowing glances during interviews, and even posted occasional photos of quiet, ordinary moments, a sunset walk, table set for two, a candid shot of So Minutes resting her head on Hae-in's shoulder. Fans grew to admire not just their courage in going public, but the way they carried themselves afterward, with humility, humor, and authenticity. They never let the spotlight change the essence of who they were together. As one fan commented on social media, "It's not just about being a perfect couple, it's about being real. That's what makes them perfect to us." At an award ceremony marking their first anniversary since the announcement, They were called to the stage once again, this time not just as actors, but as symbols of something bigger. As they accepted an award for Most Beloved Couple, Hae squeezed So Minutes' hand and whispered, just loud enough for the mic to catch, "Thank you for believing in us." And as they stood under the lights, smiling at each other amid the cheers, it became clear that their journey was no longer just a headline or a hashtag. It was a testament to the power of honesty, resilience, and love, a reminder that even in an industry built on illusions, something genuine can still shine through. For Jung Hae and Jung So Minutes, this was just the beginning.